So I'm just fix the camera real quick, guys. And hey, what's up, guys? It's Rockingtheblade here. Once again, what's up, everybody? So, Dora the Explorer has a live-action movie. I just find that to be hilarious, considering the fact that College Humor made like a parody about about that happening, and it actually happened. It was funny, Joe joking about it, and now it's a real thing that's happening now, and I find that hilarious. And I roll my eyes like, great, Dora. That's like so many things that haven't been made into live action yet. This got made. It's like, seriously. But as I listened to people that were fans of it, and I sat down and watched the trailer, and sat down and here's people that love the show, and consider what's going around, their current climate that's going on right now. In my opinion, I think Dora the Explorer, the live action movie, came out at the perfect time. In my opinion, if you're wondering why, here's why. The reason why I feel Dora came out at the right time, because considering what's going on right now, we have Spanish immigrants coming to our country, trying to seek asylum from the terrible places that they're staying at, and they're getting absolutely vilified by our so-called president, from members, from politicians, to even certain members of the press. I mean, it's a shit show, and because of the rhetoric that our so-called leaders spewed, it's an infestation, it's an invasion of people, they need to be stopped. A person drove from where he was at all the way to El Paso, where a lot of Mexican / Spanish people go to a particular or live at, and went to a Walmart where a lot of Spanish people go to mow them down and kill them, because he felt that it was an infestation, that were a problem that needed to be taken care of. And that's just heartbreaking and just downright horrible that people still have these terrible, the way they're still thinking the way they are. You know what I mean? And I feel like with Dora, it came out, had it come out around the Bush or even Obama administration, during that political time, I think it would have done well, because Dora, wasn't for me. But if I ever get a daughter and she want to watch it, I don't see why not. It was a good show. Talk about taught you both English and Spanish, and also how to accept different cultures from around the world. And she was explored and discovered things, and it taught you about the world, and just it was a great positive show that we don't see anymore. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, again, I emphasize, it just came out at such the right time, because it's weird to say it, but this is like Spanish. This is like the Spanish people's Black Panther, in terms of a positive Spanish role model. Hey, we're not rapists, we're not gangsters, we're not just immigrants that try to steal your jobs and kill your children and rape your women. You know what I'm saying? We're people. We're humans. We can be explorers. You know what I'm saying? We can be explorers and teach people different languages and discover new things and teach people about animals. It's not just Dora. Even Diego has had his own show as well, and with Go Diego Go for the boy audience. So I think, what I'm saying, again, it came out at a perfect time, in my opinion. But I believe Diego's in the movie as well, but of course it's mostly focused on Dora, because she's the one that started. If it wasn't for Dora, there would be no Diego. Let's get that right. Where Dora, I think, focused more on exploring. I think Diego focused more on animal stuff. Point being that there were two, not one but two, positive Spanish role models, and icon figures, in TV. We're so used to the stereotypical gangsters that you see on TV and movies, and even in some cases video games, that's all they are, and they're just gonna steal your jobs, they're gonna kill you, and the other say that not all of them are like that. There are people, there are hardworking Spanish people that come to this country and just want to start a new life and bring a better life to their children, so they can have a proper get them education, so they can have a bright future here in this country. You know what I'm saying? And now we have this icon that with Dora. That's why even critic wise, it has, like, last time I checked, like between 70 to 75% on Rotten Tomatoes, which that's considered fresh. And a lot of people saying it's good. It's surprisingly really good. It helps that the film is it's good. So it's just, Dora came out at the perfect time. And again, I wouldn't see it. I wouldn't go out my way to see it. Don't get me wrong. But I have little cousins, and if they wanted me to, and then we get along great. And like, hey, Uncle Alex, can you take us to go see Dora? I would go see it with them, because she's a positive role. It's not for me, but it's more for them. And considering how they're Spanish as well, they have a good positive more role model to look up to. So I think it's fantastic that it came. It's funny that at first I was like, really, this, but it's like the more I sit back and think about it, it's like, you know what? I'm glad it came out. You know what I'm saying? We need a positive role model to show, hey, around those things we also could be this as well. And you know what I'm saying? And she's so popular, you know what I'm saying? Hell, even like everyday folks has at least heard of Dora. Heck, at one point, I believe, not mistaken, she had her own parade float. And, you know what I'm saying? And the Macy's Thanksgiving parade. And just don't give that to anybody. I mean, she had her own float a few times. You know what I'm saying? If you ever float Macy's Day Parade, you are a popular character. They done it for Pokemon, even Dragon Ball Z. You know what I'm saying? Even Marvel and DC. And for Dora to be, Peanuts, and for Dora to be one of the things that was chosen as a float, it goes to show you that, and even Diego too, it goes to show you that she's very, very well known, and even across the world. It's not just here in the States. People know her in Europe too, in Australia. She reached internationally, and how because she traveled internationally as well, and how she not only learn but accept and then respect different cultures and different peoples and different walks of life. So she's actually a very positive role model. You know what I mean? Again, considering the current political just landscape currently that's happening right now, I think, in my opinion, she came out at the perfect time. And I wish her, and even though I'm not going to see the movie, I wish it nothing but success. I hope it succeeds. I hope it comes out with a sequel. Maybe even do one for Diego. Who knows? I'm down for it. It's just funny how, back in the day, I'm like, ugh, really? You know what I mean? And in college, you make a joke about it, whatever. But it's just really, in my opinion, overall just really, really cool to see it made into a movie. I mean, I remember what, I've never seen the episodes. When my cousins would come over to visit me, not very often though, because I live all the way in Tampa, but whenever I had the chance to come over, that's one of the things I like to watch, because Dora's such a positive role model. We watch Dora the Explorer, and I watch a few episodes with them, to keep them company. Like, can you watch it with me, Uncle Oz? Okay, and I'm like, as I'm watching, I was like, yeah, it's not for me, but this is a good show. Like, if I ever had kids on my own, I let them watch this. This is very informative. This is very, very informative. You learn stuff. The animation is really, really nice. You learn Spanish as well. Side note, I always find Swiper to be funny, because they're like, swipe or no swipe. You say it 3 times, like, whoa, man. So like, he can just still seal. Like, there's a few times I did find it funny when he just like he just straight doesn't know the kid that takes the thing. Is not really steals it. He just delays the character from where they're trying to get to. I find that hilarious. He doesn't really steal. He's like, I'm just here to delay you. It's like padding in a video game. It's like if you want to get to the final boss, I need 30 keys. Just give a wild example. But I feel like he's just there to pad the show sometimes. But it's like funny. He's like, he say swiping, no swiping like 3 times. Like, he's like, no, man. He's like, what's, I'm like, and I'm like, what's stopping you? Why are you, you know what I mean? No, that's the weird thing though. For those of you fans of the show, is he in the movie? Because I don't know how you translate something like that. Talking monkey, fine. Dora, I mean, of course. But like, a swiping fox who steals. Well, not steal, like more like delays the person from their destination. How do you translate the live action? I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section below on that. And or if you're a fan of Dora, what's your favorite episode? What was the first episode you remember? / your favorite episode? Tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree with me? Do you agree? Disagree? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. I'll try to respond as fast as humanly possible. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe as well as Rockingtheblade. Signing out. Hope to see you guys again real soon. Peace out. Have a great day. Sorry for moving the camera around and stuff. Just want to make sure you see my beautiful fat face. Alright guys. Have a good one.